Hello friends, welcome back once again to my educational YouTube channel Quest for Knowledge. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. And today we're going to learn about acid base indicators. Before moving ahead, let us know what is an acid. An acid is a molecule or ion that accepts electrons, donates protons, or releases hydrogen ions in aqueous solution. Examples: hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, oxalic acid. Now, let us know what is a base. A base is a molecule or ion that donates electrons, accepts protons, or releases hydroxide ions in aqueous solution. Examples: sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide. Coming to acid base indicators, let us know what are indicators. Indicators are those substances which change color with pH. So why do we need indicators? Indicators help us in determining whether the solution is acidic, neutral or basic. Natural indicators are litmus, turmeric, red cabbage leaves, etc. Synthetic indicators are phenolphthalein, methyl orange. Red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, phenolphthalein, methyl orange. For demonstration on acid base indicators, I have taken 6 different colorless solutions. So as you can see that the solutions which I have taken, they are colorless. Since these solutions are colorless, it is very difficult for us to know whether these solutions are acidic, basic or neutral. I have labeled them as A, B, C, D, E and F. In order to know whether these solutions are acidic, basic or neutral, I am going to use acid base indicators. The indicators that I am using are red litmus paper, blue litmus paper and phenolphthalein. As you know that litmus paper, these are made up of lichen, which is a natural indicator, and phenolphthalein is a synthetic indicator. Now we are going to take the first solution A with the help of a dropper, and we put a drop of it to both the litmus paper and observe the change in the color. So I am taking the first solution, that is solution A. I am going to take a drop of it and going to put it on the red litmus paper. So you can see that there is no change in the color. I am taking the same solution and I am putting a drop of it in the blue litmus paper. So you can see that there is a change in the color. Blue litmus paper has turned red. We know that acids change blue litmus red. So we can infer that solution A is acidic in nature. Similarly, we take the second solution B and repeat the procedure. So here you see that there is no change in the color. Now we take a drop of solution B and put it in blue litmus paper and see what happens. Here you can see that blue litmus has turned red. So we can say that solution B is also acidic in nature. Now we take the third solution, solution C. So there is no change in the color. Here you see that blue litmus has turned red. So our solution C2 is acidic. Moving ahead, we take solution D. So here you see that red litmus has turned blue. And we're going to put it in blue litmus as well. Here you see that blue litmus has not changed its color. Moving ahead, now we take solution E. So here you see that red litmus paper has not changed its color. Now I am going to put solution E in blue litmus paper. Here you see that blue litmus has turned to red. That means it is acidic in nature. Finally, we are going to take solution F. Here there is no change in the color. Here you see that blue litmus has turned to red slightly. That means solution F is slightly acidic. With the help of litmus paper, we can infer that solution A, B and C are acidic in nature, whereas solution D is basic in nature. Solution E is acidic in nature and solution F is slightly acidic in nature. Similarly, phenolphthalein also can be used as an acid-base indicator. So let's try to see what happens when we add acid and base to phenolphthalein. As you can see that phenolphthalein is a colorless solution. Now I am taking beaker A and putting an acid you can see that there is no change in the color. Now I am taking the next beaker and I am going to add base to it, and you know that solution D is basic in nature, so I am taking few drops of solution D. So you can see that the color has changed to pink. So phenolphthalein also can be used as an acid base indicator. Here you see that there is no change in the color of the phenolphthalein when we add acid to it, whereas a base turns phenolphthalein pink. Similarly, methyl orange also can be used as an acid base indicator. Acid turns methyl orange red, whereas base turns it to yellow. Extract of red cabbage leaves also can be used as acid base indicator. Now let us see how we can use red cabbage leaf extract as an acid base indicator. So I have taken red cabbage leaf extract over here in the beaker, and we have a base and an acid. So we'll try to see what happens when we add cabbage leaf extract to these solutions. First, I'm going to put cabbage leaf extract in the test tube containing a base. So you can see that it has turned purple. Now let us see what happens when we add cabbage leaf extract to acid. You can see that it has turned red. Let us take both the solutions and see the difference in the color. So here you see that base has turned purple and acid has turned red. So in order to know whether the solution is acidic, basic or neutral, we can use acid base indicators such as litmus paper, which is red and blue. We can also use phenolphthalein and methyl orange, and we can also use red cabbage leaf extract. So friends, I do hope you enjoyed watching the video.